tear gas. Mask up, we got gas.
I am Batman. I mean, Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here. How y'all doing today? I am doing awesome. And I got some Battlefield Hardline gameplay. I know most of you guys love the Battlefield Hardline and you've been waiting for me to upload some, so I finally did. Playing on the Xbox One. I went to play it on PC because I signed up for Origin Access, and you get Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 4 Premium and Battlefield 3 all for free. So I was like, you know what, I've never tried Hardline on PC. I'm going to go for it. You know, I downloaded it. I walked away for, like an hour and a half while it downloaded, I don't know, 60, 70 some gigabytes of information. Came back, is ready to play. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's see how Battlefield Hardline is on PC. This is going to be weird. This is going to be fun. No servers. Well, at least no Hotwire servers. Looked like there were about 3 servers total. On all of PC that had any players in them. I was like, oh my god. I was like, why is this game so underrated? Because I really love this game. And I played it so much that I've almost gotten tired of it. But I always come back to it. And every time I do come back to it, I have such a good time. Not only because most of my friends play this game, but wow, what happened there? I got pushed out of the way. That guy messed up my RPG shot. Not only because most of my friends play the game, but because it's just an overall good game. And I really like what they did with the snipers. But I'm going to get back to that, a little bit later. And I'm going to tell you the main thing I like about Battlefield Hardline, and that is Hotwire. I hardly ever play any game mode other than Hotwire. The other game modes I don't have such a good time with. Maybe the maps are too small. Maybe that's why not many people like Hardline. Maybe if it was just Hotwire, more people would love it. The reason I love Hotwire is because you drive cars, you shoot RPGs at other cars, and it's just so much fun. There's a set spawn point for you and for the enemy, but you can spawn on your cars, on your teammates, on your spawn beacons. It's not like the other game modes where the enemy's coming from one side of the map and you're coming from the other side, and it turns into one gigantic clusterfuck where you can't snipe and everybody has to sit and wait, or everybody tries to, rush and gets decimated. It's not crazy one-sided like some of the other Battlefields are in Hotwire. But I will say that whenever I play Team Deathmatch or Conquest in Hardline, it's not that great. But Hotwire is where it's at least for me. So let me tell you guys a little bit about how I came to find Battlefield Hardline. I had never played any Battlefield games before Battlefield Hardline. I was strictly a Call of Duty, and before that Gears of War, and before that Guitar Hero player. Believe it or not, I can beat Guitar Hero on Expert. Well, I don't know if I can beat it on Expert anymore, but I think I beat Guitar Hero 4 and Guitar Hero 3, all the songs on Expert. Not the bonus songs. Some of those bonus songs are insane. But the regular songs, I'm pretty sure I beat them all on Expert on both of those Guitar Heroes. And it was awesome. But then I started playing Gears of War. Then after Gears of War, I got into Call of Duty. And Call of Duty really stuck with me. Started making YouTube videos about it. Really had a good time. Until... yeah, there's always that until, or that but. Until they started making... futuristic Call of Duties. And after that, I kind of lost interest in Call of Duty because it just wasn't the same game, that I grew up playing, that I really loved, that I really enjoyed. It was something different. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just wasn't for me anymore. I don't want to be the guy on here who's like, oh, I hate Call of Duty, this and that. I don't. I understand. They went in a different direction for their fan base, and that's fine. But for me, it was time to find a different game that was more to my liking. So I went and started playing Battlefield Hardline. And at first it was really frustrating because transitioning to any Battlefield game from Call of Duty is a little difficult because you're used to playing one way, sniping one way, and you have to completely change the way you do it, change your strategy, get used to the maps, get used to the way people play. And I think Hardline was perfect for that because Hardline's like a hybrid between a Call of Duty playstyle and a Battlefield playstyle. If you've ever played any of the older Call of Duties or any of the older Battlefields, you would know exactly what I mean. To date, the oldest Battlefield I've played is Battlefield 3. I've never experienced, the original Battlefield 2, or any of that. I've played Hardline, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 3, and the Battlefield 1 beta, which was awesome, and I will be making more Battlefield 1 beta videos. I have so much gameplay saved up. It's awesome. I'm just trying not to overdo it because it's one map. But anyway, I started playing Hardline, really fell in love with it, really enjoyed the sniping, and that's back when the only one-shot chest kill weapon was the 300 knockout, and you had to grind so hard to unlock it, and when you did, it was actually a good gun. Now it's really nerfed up. It still does one-shot chest kill, but, you know, the bolt action animation is slowed down a lot, and the bullet speed is just so slow. Not really worth it in my opinion anymore, because you can just take the AWM and put 338 Magnum rounds on it, or heck, you can even just take the M98 the way it is and kill those one-shot chest kills. But in this gameplay, I'm using the 388 Recon, which can do a one-shot chest kill up to 30 meters, but any further than that, you're going to have to get a headshot. Does a lot of damage, has 6 bullets in the clip, straight pull on it with a modified 6x scope with a gun bench, which is available to premium players or players I believe that have the latest DLC. So yeah, look at that green metallic camo on there. It looks so sweet, doesn't it? I'm running around with the purple douchebag colors too, but you know what? I got off subject. Let me get back to what I was talking about. So I came into Battlefield Hardline from Call of Duty, fell in love with the play style, and that was back when Team Deathmatch was the main mode I was playing, and it was just chaos because they hadn't changed the spawns, and now it's just all spawn camping because they forced 32 players to spawn on one side and the other 2 on the other side. What do you think's going to happen? Nobody's really going to meet in the middle and have a crazy battle. Everybody's going to camp with sniper rifles. In my opinion, the crazy spawns were better than the fixed spawns, but I think that Team Deathmatch and Hardline has just too many players. But the perfect game mode that I've always found a great balance for is Hotwire. And if it weren't for Hotwire, I probably wouldn't have stuck with Battlefield Hardline this long. Even though I have been playing a lot of Battlefield 4 and a lot of Battlefield 3 recently, that's pretty much just because I enjoy those games too. But coming back to Hardline is always a special experience because I get to play this unique Hotwire game mode. And honestly, I really don't think this is going to happen, but I really hope there's something similar in Battlefield 1, because I don't like being competitive every time I play. Don't get me wrong, I like doing good. I always try to do my best, but I don't like having to strategize and, you know, play super try hard every time, and sometimes it feels like you have to do that in the other Battlefields. You know, it's just the games are so competitive, and that's the reason why I like Hotwire or Hardline Hotwire, because it's just not competitive at all. It's just fun. There's so many different ways you can play it. You can drive the cars around. You can stay out of the cars. You can drive the objective cars around. You can just look for people to jump out and knife or jump out an RPG. You can focus on explosives and just take out vehicles. And there's no crazy spawns, you know, where you're gonna run up to the enemy spawn and there's gonna be 20 players waiting for you. That's not gonna happen. You know, it's 32 players, 16 on each team, and that seems to be the best way to do it. I have played a version of Hotwire where there were 64 players before in a custom game, back when they still allowed that, and it was just complete insanity. I don't even think you can do that anymore. In fact, I tried to do that, and it wouldn't even let me. So maybe my memory is wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was in a game with 32 players on each team, and that was just totally insane for Hotwire. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Hardline. I think Hardline is a great game. Maybe not the Team Deathmatch or the Conquest, even though the Conquest is like the trademark of Battlefield, but definitely the Hotwire. I think Hotwire, if you can say this, I think Hotwire kind of saved this game for me, and just kept me into it a lot longer than I would have been into it had I only been playing Team Deathmatch or Conquest. So what do you guys think? What's going to happen with Battlefield Hardline? Are people still going to play it after Battlefield 1 comes out? Because on my last video about this topic, I mentioned that Hardline might be completely dead if Battlefield 1 is really good. On the other hand, if Battlefield 1 flops, then Hardline might get a resurgence of players. People who want to play a new Battlefield, disappointed with Battlefield 1, and realize they never really gave Hardline much of a chance, might come back to it. That's probably not going to happen, but especially after playing the Battlefield 1 beta, and it was so good. At least I think it was so good. Not, I mean, obviously not everybody's going to think it was so good, but I really loved it. And I don't know, that might be the Hardline killer right there. I mean, Hardline, let's face it, no no offense to anybody that likes Hardline, because I like Hardline, but it is practically dead and has been for a while compared to Battlefield 4. And, you know, Battlefield 4 is a very well-made game, and there's a lot of people that just didn't like Hardline. Criminals, cops, and robbers, smaller maps, same number of players. It just didn't work for everyone. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. 59 kills, 6 deaths, sniping, blowing shit up. I'll see you guys on the next video, and I'll see you in Battlefield 1. Later.